Hello, everybody. This is Wellington Nidza from Computer Science Zimbabwe, and welcome to JavaScript programming, where we are focusing on the framework React. And with not much wasting of time, I'll be looking at class components and functional components. On the class components, I'll look at the component lifecycle, and on functional components, I will look at hooks, and we shall have some fun. So this is my idea. I'm using um, Visual Studio. So let us just start and do our things. So npx create React app. The name of the app is an app. So now we are creating a React app, and I'm going to say yes. So this is loading. So let me just wait a little bit after this has been installed. This application has been installed, and we are good to go. Okay, so now, yeah, we are good to go. The application has been installed. So let me open the file, put up, and that's good, 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 good. So now we can see that uh, we have this application. It's good and running. It's well and perfect. Let us start. So we have these folders. It's good. So this is our application. Let me open the terminal. So let me just start the application and start. Okay. Okay. So my application, I think it's good and they've started. Okay. Um, let's just see how the dashboard will look like. So this is just React, and I think we are good to go. Let us go to the code in my application. So let me just clear. I think let me clear all these. These we don't need them. So now we're going to start to look at um, class components in React. So we shall look at class components, and in class components, like what we said, okay, in all React, we have a component lifecycle, which is mount, update, and unmount. So, and also error handling. These are lifecycle of a component. And in mount, we have we have the constructor, the render function, and these are uh, uh, our mount function that we found in mount. And what we are referring to mount is that we are trying to uh, insert something into the DOM that is mounting and updating. So when our state changes, and or when we accept our props and want uh, our state to update our states and changes in our state, these are done through the update cycle, which is we have this the uh, functions like component did update, component will update, and so forth. And on the last one, component will mount. So we are trying to remove uh, something from the DOM, some of the event that we've created and want to remove from the DOM. So um, function that we have there is component will mount and so forth. So let's just do some simple application and we'll demonstrate the difference between those things. So I'm going to create here. Uh, Actually, let me remove this. So because here I want to start with class components. So I'll just say here, if you see, we have export default. So I'll just start by saying plus app. So app extends. So this one extends React React dot component like this. So now here I have to put this in a render function. So let me put this and we cancel this and yes, put this like this. So now we created, this is a component and we have to, let me check that we have import. So import, import import React from React just like this. So now we are good to go and we can do our magic there. So now a constructor, let me create a constructor, and the constructor takes some props. So here in our constructor we have to call this super props, and also this dot state. So this is state and here state. Yeah, let me just put my name. Let me just put comparison. So this is it. So now the most important thing about these frameworks is that you can instead of thinking of some of your CSS and styling, you can import Bootstrap. So you're able to import Bootstrap. So if you don't know how to import those things, probably you could. Um, okay, this is something that I use. So actually, okay, so uh, want to install some Bootstrap. So Bootstrap, we just say Bootstrap um, in React. Okay, okay, React Bootstrap. Okay, let me look for something. Just look for something. Okay. Actually, I'm not. I don't need this one. Why? The reason is able to understand and actually, let me look for something. Okay. Okay, this is what I need. I just need to say npm store bootstrap like this, and then I'll put the import here in my .js file. So this is just the documentation, and you can just do it on your own. So this is simple as that. So let us look at go to a code. So let me add another terminal here. So say npm install bootstrap like this. So now we're installing bootstrap in our application so that we can we can do our styles in the bootstrap way. So this is it, and we have installed it, and we have to 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 check this here, and we put it into index.js. Uh, if you so this index.js file, this will where we're going to put or import here here. So we're going to just put it here, and our import will be just fine, and you will be good. So this is it. We import our CSS. So our styling on our application here will be based on Bootstrap. But Bootstrap, though, we import this one. Actually, we can still use their own update CSS, but here we can now put some Bootstrap. So now, if we you go to, you can say Bootstrap, um, actually Bootstrap. I think we can have the latest this one. Actually, okay, then you go to Docs. So here you can see some of the documentation when you want probably an input or something that you want. You can just look for it, and you can just take it. Let's say here I want to use uh, some inputs. This will be perfect to use, mm, and you'll be good to go. So that's it. So these are inputs, these are inputs, these are input. So I can just decide to take this one, this input. So let me just take this div. So let me just copy it, and then we paste it here. So um, okay. So now the different things that between um, when you are declaring classes in your basic HTML and here is that when the class here, you just say class name, put it here like this. Now it will be perfect if I say class name, put it capital letter M, then here class name, and here the input tag is because we didn't close it like this, so that is why we're having an error there. So now class name, so that is it. So if we want to check what we've did so far and see how our up looks like, we can just move here. I think here we have up. I think you have to reload again our application because actually it's still loading. Uh, it's still loading something. Uh, what we've updated our component, and it's still loading um something from the previous. So now this is, well, application still loading. I don't know why it's taking so long, but anyways, um, so let me cancel this one. Don't need it. Okay. Actually, what is happening here? Okay. Okay, I didn't save. Okay, I'm forgetting that I didn't save. Okay, I didn't save. Just save file and auto save. Let me do auto save. Save this one again. Then save this one. Think we'll be good to go. Okay, let me terminate this one and run the application again. Think now we are good to go. So it was okay that time again, and but I didn't look at that my files were saved or not. So now you can see here we have this one, we have those inputs and such like that. So this one is just Bootstrap. So let us just do our work, and Let me just remove this. I think a span you can still need it. We don't need. You can use it outside. You just put a span here, and on the span I can just put this one, and just put this dot state dot name, just like this. And this one we don't need it. Okay, this one I think we have to remove this one. Don't even need it. And let me just put some style here. My style. So yeah, my style here will say just say width. Just say it's 50 p. Let me just say 50%. Just like this. So let me see. Let us check. Okay, we are running here. I think things have not changed yet, but okay, let me remove this because the error that you are having is caused by that. So let us check. I think we are good to go here. So we have this now, computer science Zimbabwe name, and we have also this tab here, that where we can type our aspects. So that's easy. And my style here, I think with 50%. That is it. I think can waste much of time doing some of the things, but anyway, we don't care about that. So now we say on change. So now this one will listen to this dot and name change. So this will allow that when some aspects are changed here, will allow us or prop change. So now let me create this function, like this function and name change. So here it accept an event, and for us to change the state of our function, we say set state set state. So this dot set state, and this is a function, and we want to change the name. You say e dot target dot value. So this will allow us to 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 change the aspect of our name here, and so this is it. So now if I we go here to now, if I try to change some of things here, it is not put into effect because I didn't bind this function. So let me just bind this function. So this dot and or name change equals to this dot and the name change dot bind this, like this. So I think we're good to go. So just go here and try to change some things. Okay, let me Let me save this one. I'm forgetting to do some saving. So let me remove this one before we save. Okay, I know save. Let me save this one and come to our application here. So if I say we are having error because and cannot properties of undefined. So this is because this function we need to bind this function. So this is the binding that I've done here. Just save and look at it again, and let me try to change. So now we can see that we can change everything here. So we are good. If I say Wellington, correct, it's good. So that is it, and our code is perfect. So that is it. I think we can now do something that is perfect. Okay. I think you have to remove. Okay, this. I think this div doesn't need it. Okay. Let me look this. So now you're good to go. I need to infect the style. So let me look. Okay. I think we are good. So this is our state, and now let's say we want to say to to change some aspects in our DOM. So now it want to mount something to our DOM. So want to mount something. So this is the first cycle that we talked mounting. So I'm going to call this function component mount did mount. So this one and in this I will say document dot title. So here I want to say when someone types something to the state to 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 when he types on the input, this will be the title of our page. So I'll say this dot state dot name. So now we let us look at it and see what has happened. So now let me just, I forgot to save. So let me look at it. So you can see now the heading of our title here is now called com sign zim. Here, if you look at the title of the page here where I validated competency. So if I change here, you can see it's changing this aspect, this name here, but the title is not changing because we just have mounted the the our state in the DOM. So now we want to update it. So now we have this. We have to call this component did update. So this is it, and here we just call this one. So and we just do like this, and we are good to go. So if we go to our class here, and let me save. Actually, let me look for autosave. We can find autosave. So here, autosave is this process of just saving and saving it. Awesome. So now we not have that problem. So Now, if I say test, if you look here, now at the title, it's changing here where I've highlighted and also changing at the title. So if we say test uh, test check hello, or this is computer science Zim. So you can see uh okay, my spellings. This is computer. Someone will be laughing at me. No, he's spelling some of the spellings. Computer science Zimbabwe, like this. So this is it. So we can see now our application is just reacting to what we are doing, to the changes. So because of we've got this this component did mount the application. So this is how we do it. And let's say now I'm going to include some of an event that we can find in the um, in the uh, uh, web API, a browser API that we can use so that we can see how component did component amount. We can use component amount. So let me just do it. So this is the width. I'm creating another width. So in the width, I'll just say window window dot inner width. So if you remember, this one will get us the width of our page, the width of our page. So here, this is the width, and when you want to get the height, you say inner dot height, and to get the height of the um of the of the table. So this is it, and okay. So let us see now, and let me just put another span. Okay, span. Okay, my code is not just is not formatted well, but anyway, this is not the purpose. We are not in the purpose of formatting the code here. We are just some coding so that you can understand some of the facts. But this is it. So now want to say when the width. So if we go again here, uh, mm, okay, 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 okay. I don't know what is happening here. The width is not out. Okay. Ah, sorry, very sorry. Here I put in the wrong aspect here. So now I was wondering what is happening. So anyway, now we are good to go. So here with this uh, with and with this uh, Comsign Zimbabwe, Comsign Zim that we've put as our 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 states, as our initial states. So that's it, and think that's okay. So now when we want to say to change this this uh the state, that when we, like, for example, if you look at our page here, if I say uh inspect here, my width here is to change that, because I've changed the state uh of the window width. So I don't know what I'm okay. So if I say I drag this, you can see this value is not changing. So this is because of that. So now I'm going to add an event listener. So let's see, let me put it here in the component mount. So I'll say window dot add event listener, and this event listener want to check about resize, resize. So it will call this dot let's just say handle resize, the resize function like this. So now let's just create this function. So handle and resize this, and here what we're going to do is to say this dot set state set set state, and we say the name, uh, say the width is going to say dot window dot inner width, like this. So okay, this is supposed to be an object. So okay, that's it. So now I think we are good to go. So let us look and see how code will react. So let me cancel. Now if you see here, my width has changed, but here, let me cancel it. Let me cancel this. Let me cancel this. Now, that's, so you can see now, this is it. So if I say inspect, you can see, let me try to drag this one. Okay. Okay, it's not changing. It's not changing. You can see it's not changing. Okay, let me try to adjust that. Oh, okay, this is my event listener. Okay, okay. I think the problem is I didn't code here. I have to bind this. No, this dot window size. The size is equals to this dot uh, and resize dot bind on this. So I think we are good to go. Um, so if I here if I change if I change no if I change this, it's supposed to be working. Okay, let me check this one. So let me inspect. Oh, we're still having the same problem. Okay, let us look at it at our code. Okay, let us look at our code closely, because now what we've done is correct. Oh, sorry, this should not be in component. So we should mount this be in component mount, because we are inserting this into our DOM. Uh, so uh, so now let us look. So here if I try to change this state, you can see now it's changing, good, it's changing, good, it's changing, good, it's changing. So um, this is good. You can, if I cancel this now, it is changed. If I say inspect, you can see it has changed. So that is good. If I come here and say test, they are both changing. That is very correct. So now, because we have created this this event, and in the DOM, we need whenever we are we finished, let's say using it, we have to remove it from the DOM. So now we have this. We have to now create component component um, component will unmount here. So this one is function that we call. So this is the last cycle that we are doing. So now we have to call this function and remove it uh, from from the DOM. We are removing it from the DOM. So we say remove. So remove event listener. So now we have removed this function, and this we are, I think this is perfect, perfecto, perfecto, perfecto. So if we go here, I think it's still fine. Let me cancel this. I think everything is just moving. I think where we need to be. So this is the component life cycle of in React, which is we have this component will mount, component mount, and component will update, will update or did update. These are states. So so the difference between component did update and component will update, it have to listen to the previous prop and then update according uh, to the state it received from the previous state. So that is it. So this is it with component lifecycle. Now um, let us look at some hooks and see the difference between the hooks and these states. So let me just copy all this and copy and create a new file. Let me just say this file. They just say up one. Let me just say up one dot js. So we'll compare this application with this one. So I just do it deliberately so that you can see some of the things that I'll be explaining with hooks. So let me just remove this this and let us remove this and this. Let me remove this. So yeah, let me just say function. So these are function components. So this function, so this function and this. So function, you put the parentheses like this. So now it's the same. Also here, I don't have these functions. It's still okay. So this is it, and let us look at here. We have we have nothing to show because okay, when you see load, you see something black there because of these undefined things that we have here. So now let us do what I've been doing with some things here. So let us put nothing here. So functional components. I think this one is a little bit easy for many people because of functions are simple than classes. Classes are difficult to use, and you have so many areas like you have to bind this and bind that. So function components, I think, a little bit easy. So let us try to do the same thing that we've been doing using functional components. So now we have to say const I have to declare this the name that we've been using, and and we have set let me say set name. So uh, so now uh, we use let me see, let us use use set. So if you see that it has been imported, it is use state. So this use state is called what is called a hook. So hooks are there to do some of the things that these life cycles that we've been doing. Component do update, component did update, and these aspects have been doing the things for you. They will just do it for you without doing any hassle. So that is it. So here we put our initial state comp times zim, comp, comp, comp size zim, and this is perfect. And here I just say name. So now my name has been declared. So if I go to a code, actually we are giving a warning because it's saying that I've not used this function, but anyway, it's nothing. Okay. We have okay because of the function. This function, let us first remove this function. So uh, name with the name here. Let me just put the name. Okay, name. Okay, previously the name we put it here, and here there was the width. So let us do it like this. So if we go here, okay, let us remove the unchanged because we've put something. Okay, I think we'll put it anyway. Set name. Actually, this is the warning. I think this won't affect our code to run. So now you can see this constants is here. So now you can see you can make that when we change this name, it will bring effect. So on change, let me put on change and change. So I'm say here, I will say handle. Handle, sorry, handle name change, handle name change like this. So let me create the function handle, handle name change, and in this we put invert listener, and to change this we have to use this set name, and set name will say e dot target dot value. So now if we change something, it will be perfecto. So now you can see problem with this version that I'm using, it won't allow you to declare this function as this. So what I'm going to do, I just say const this is a variable name, say equal to, and put this arrow function. So now you see it is working. So now we have this set state. It just work is the same as uh, set name, set state. It's just a state name, and it allow us to make the changes that we have here. And Let us look for code here. So if I say here this, you can see it's changing. So now let us look at the effect that we let us look at the effect of an browser API browser API. So that one we have to use what is called use effect. So use effect. So it's another hook that we are going to look at. So here it looks at the changes. It just works as the same as uh, component did update. It looks at the change that is happening at the DOM. So now I'm going to say um, you just say const width, just declaring um, width, and then we have set width, and we say use effect. So this is another hook. So here we're going to say window dot inner width. So now here I'm going to put the width here. So now if you go here, so undefined it's not iterable. Let's just look at the code. So the function, okay, I think here use state, use state. This is we're just mounting something to the DOM, so it's use state. So that's now I think we have something good here. We have something that is working well. So now want to effect the changes that we are doing now. Then we use the use effect. Use effect. Sorry, use effect. The use effect. So now it uh, takes a function. So this is our function, and in that function, what are we going to do? We're going to change the 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 manipulation of um, um, okay. Here we want to change first. We want to first change the same way we did. I forgot to change the title. So we say document dot title equal to name. So now we can change the name without any hindrance. So this is it. So if we look here, uh, if we type the name here, now you can see it is changing. The name in the title here, it is changing. You see it's now changing. So this is it, but what we are talking about. And when we want to change this the width, we can just say set width. Okay. Okay. So here we have to first add window dot add event listener. Sorry, say resize, and here the function that would be called endo resize like this, and that's okay. So now we have to create this function const endo resize. So here you can see that we have skipped the way we usually do, like saying this or something, because this is just functions. So now we go set width. So width, set width, which is equal to window dot inner width, like this. I think this will be perfect if we look at our code here. If I say inspect, so you can see now, if I change this, it's still working the same way. And if I go here and I type some nonsense, my title and everything is changing. So now you can see that this is working properly. So if I try to say to look at the two codes that we created here. Let me up one. So this is my up one with this is the way class components. Now this is the way by using functional components. Now you can see here user effect uh, use effect hooks actually replaces these life cycles, creating the function component did mount and component did who update component did mount and component who, sorry who update. So this is this hook use effect. It's taking care of the component did update changes in the DOM, and also the component did mount some part of it covering those. So yeah, here you can see now the difference between this code. I don't have to say this and have to bind it, but actually you can use the way that you want to use, whether you want to use uh, functional components or class components. It's either way, but here you have to use these hooks that we have use state and use effect. So this is what you use. So if let me just cancel and let me close this one. So we are at this. So this is it. And let's say I want to unmount to do component to the amount. I have to use this use effect. So in this use effect, I will just say return and return. So it will able to return a function. So this function. So I'll just copy this and paste it here and say remove just like this. So you have an error. So remove event listener. So now if you look at it, we've done component did component did mount, component did update, and component will unmount using this hook. So you can see this use effect allows us to update, to make changes to our DOM, and this use state is allows us to 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 set the state and also to create this function set state. So Actually, you can decide to do this. You can also decide to do this here on the function. I can also decide to optimize my function. I can say this. I can say here we have name, and I say computer science Zim, com, sci Zim. It's also permissible. Here for my code to be just probably good. I will just say this is a state to be clear, and I'll just say yes, set state. Actually, it is permissible, and now here I'll just say comma and put with, and I'll just say window dot inner inner width, just like this, and it is correct. So now here what I'm going to change, I'm going to put here, I'll just say state uh, state dot name, state dot name, and here on this I'll say uh, state set state. So I have to mention what am I changing here. Uh, so here I'm changing the width. So here, so that will be sorry. That will be it. And here, so so it is also very good to do with it each state web here we would say set state here, state here, and also now I put an object here. I would say the name, and I think here good here. I would say state um, dot with here say state dot name. Let us look and see if width is not. Let me load this so you can see if I change some changes here. It is good. If we try to run something here, it is changing. My state is changing here. You can see it's working well, just some way. So this is correct. So if I type, you can see this is still working the same way. So just optimize our code so that it will be much good and understandable. So that is it. So this is it about about hooks. Also, we have so many other hooks. We have used context. Uh, we have used reducer and other aspects. So for now, we're just looking at this use state and use effect. So this is the hooks that we have in React and other hooks such as use context and use reduce. So now I'm going to talk to you about um, named import and export and default export. If you look here, they say we have export default uh, export default app. So I'm going to just do a simple code that will explain um, uh, some those sorry control new. So I'm going to create a component a functional component here. Just to explain, actually this way for it work whether you want class components or functional components about named exports and default exports. So I'm just say function. So cognitive functional component actually, okay. I just say function. Okay, let me just create. I'm just saying it just produce hello, hello, hello. It will be a hello. It will be a hello. Okay, so let me say hello. So this is it. This is the component. So it's a function hello. So it will take maybe a prop, some props, some props. So let me create the function and I have to return. Here we can just say, let me just copy something here on our app here. Let me just copy probably, what can I copy here? Let me just copy that span, this span. So you say hello here and say like this, hello. And now what we're going to do is to say props dot name. So because I want to just say hello, the name that has been inputted here. So hello name, and this is that will be so I'll just say export. First I will just say export default. So export default this. So let us come to our app dot something and uh, first I'm going to put it here. Say first we're going to call this hello. Hello. Okay, you can see, as you can see now, it has already been imported here. My component has been imported. So I'm going to put the name. So name equal to, so I'm going to put the state dot name. So this is our prop. So let us look at the code. So you see it's saying hello computer science Zimbabwe, and if I change here, it will say hello whatever, right? So now I'm going. Now let's just try to explain about export default. So on the export default, if I can decide to export default, just meaning probably let us go to allow. In this allow function, I might have some of the function here that I want to use. Let's say I want to use those functions. Let's say I have I can say here I have a name, maybe a name equal to set test like this. And okay, let me just we names equals to test. And I say probably this I have to export. I can say export name, export const const name. So here I'm exporting. This is called a named export because I'm exporting this name. But here we can see that this in this file, okay, in this file we can export two things. We can export this function and we can export this name. So when we say export default, we are saying that when I try maybe to import this file on the app.js here in here, I will import either I say probably I say test let me call another name, maybe I call it zero for you to understand. And here, if I come here and say zero here, zero here, my code will still work because this is a default export. It will just say from the hello component, I'll just export something that is in default here. So if we go here on our code, it will be still working the same. If I say here, uh, if I run again, it will say, if I cancel this, I say, test, it will be working correct. But now, if I say uh, uh, for a named export, let's say I say zero, or I can we have here I can try to import the name like this. Okay. Uh, okay. Yeah. Hello. Just say thank you. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Like this. If I put the name and I decide maybe here, I will just copy this, and here I will just put name. The name, I think, name. Okay, is name, and if you go here, so here the name that we've imported here is test. Look, if you look here, I have and this hello. I have this test here. You can see here on my file it is the test. So this is we have imported a named. This is a named export. This one is a named export. So named export, you can see them by the way I've did it here. I've did here. So I can decide to cancel this and cancel the name here and try to make that function that we created there a named export in hello. So I can remove default here. So now what I'm going to do now is on the app here, I can remove this zero and put hello. Okay. And on the here, I will just put these things and say hello like this. So this is it's a named export. So now if we run this, if we change this, it's still working. So this is a named export and default. So uh, this is it. So this is the components. So we talked about functional state components, functional components, and so forth. So for now, let's just create for the sake so that you understand more. Let us create a game, sort of like a game whereby we have um, we have uh, we have to add two numbers, uh, and then when someone input his answer, we say the answer is correct, and like, sort of like an exam. So you just maybe you just have something to do with. So now let us do for the sake of interesting and enjoying React. So now I'm going to probably leave some of the things here, and probably now I would say here I would put a number, num1, and on the next one I put a num2, and here I would put just some default, which is 1, and here some two, and here a response. Actually, you'll see this game is quite interesting. So some response, and we're going to put an empty string. So here someone can notice the error. You can put this one. So that's it. That is it. I think you can remove this use effect and use it when you want. And also this width, probably this end or name change. I think we can still use it. So now here we can say on the span here, we can say state dot num plus. Let me remove this one and put state dot num1. Let me say num1 and this one state dot num2. Okay, like this. So here with the input, which should be our response. So I think this would be fine if we do it like this, do it like this, do it like this. I think this would be, I think, a little bit nicer. So just like this. So this is it, and let us try to look here. Okay, yellow. Let us remove this yellow. It's not that much important. If we go here, you can see here we have 1 plus 2. So now let me try to make it bigger, a little bit bigger. So here, let me space this. Here, put an H1, H1, and here H1. Think now it will be like a little bit visible. Okay, I think this is because of probably this class, let me look at some of the bootstrap aspects. So let us look at some of the bootstrap aspects. So here, let me look for the typography. And we're looking at heading. Probably I'll say just say class H1. Let's use H1 as a class. Here I'll just say H1. So let us look and see maybe some of changes that we have. This is probably now this is the center. Try to put this one at center. So let me look at something here. Let's just put probably look at something. Input group. Input group. Input group. It's actually it's the same. Actually, you can just say can use this div. Let me close this one and put it here. How many divs we have here? this div, it's useless. This div, it's useless. This div. So here, I'll just say class name equals to center. Now, I want to make this a text center. This should be in center. I don't know. Let us look at it. And top. So let me try to. Okay, let us just put some margin left. Margin left, and let's put probably maybe let's just put 20% and see. We want to just align. I think 10% is quite good. If we push it a little bit further, probably 25%. Yes, I think that's quite good. Yeah, can still type some of aspect, can change. Okay, to change. Okay. Anyway, that was not part of the plan, but anyway, here we have number 1 and number 2, and on change. Here we don't need on change here. So our game, it's quite simple. What we have to do is to say here, when someone input the answer here, let's say we type something like 3, it have to say you are correct, or I do update the score and say 1 and change this question to probably another math and so forth. So let us try to do that. Let's do that. So here, say so here the response. Okay. So now here, so let us say on key press, when you press the key equal to the handle key handle key press. So this one function is say handle key press like this. So let's remove this. So what I was saying is probably we still need something to be typed. So handle, you can say handle, the one that we have here already, handle response, say handle response equal to, or say on change, equals to handle response. So that's the response we want to handle. So first I would say const handle response, and this is an event. Okay, goes to like this. So we say set state, and on this state, I think state, yeah, okay. I think now we can just change the response to e dot target 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 dot value. It's like this, and we're able to capture the response. And now want to handle on key change. So we say if e dot key equal to, if someone presses enter, then what did you do? So this is if, then we say if again, if the state dot num1 plus state dot num2 equal to response, but the response now it will accept some an integer. It will be accepting a string, like a string. So because we say it is here, the response is a string. So want to start typecasting, you can say answer equal to pass. So we have this pass in plus pass float. So pass response. It's state dot response. So and now we say yeah, equal to the answer. Then it should update the set state, that state. How should it update the set state? Now want to say if that this is correct, it will change the num1 and num2, and it to yes, so it to change the num1 and num2. So num1, so num1, so it will, they want it to pick a random number, say in JavaScript we can say they say math dot random, like this. So here random take a number between 0 and 1. So we say multiplied by 10. So now here we want to take some more numbers. So we say math dot still okay, like this. So here will be generated some numbers, and let me just copy this because you want it to change also to or number num2, and then the response want to change it to be also an empty string, and also let us create this is another thing, which is a score. So a score here, say it's 0 because Nobody has something. There's no score. So here want to put a score. Copy. Probably let's put something which is smaller. H3. H3. So let me remove these ones. So here dot score like this. So this is it, and now I think when someone has got the correct answer, so the score one score score. So we update the score. Say score say state dot score plus 1, because we are updating the score, and this is it. Else, so here that is what we change, and for the if statement, let me see where the if ends. So else we're going to set state for this function again. So now this is a spread operator. Say things doesn't change, but the response we want you to leave it blank like this. Yes, and the score. So score. We want you to say. We want you to subtract the score. Say score -1, so that when someone didn't get the correct answer, we subtract the mark. So let us see what is there. So here, okay, you can see it is highlighting me where I have made some mistakes. So let us correct that. So here it's H. Here I have to say H3. Yeah, now I think we are good to go. The answer is not defined. Line 8 and 38, line 8 and 38, line 8 and 38, line 8. Line 8 and 38. Think, let me put my panel. Let me see my panel here. Where did my panel go? 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 Okay, let us look at this. You can see the error that you are facing. Okay. Answer line 8, line 22. Sorry, on line 22. Answer is not defined. Answer is not defined. Why is it saying answer is not defined? Okay. Oh, I see. So here cost. Yes. I think this one will make it work. Will make it work. What about the user effect? Do I have the use effect? Use effect. Use effect. Okay, we have this use effect. Think though they are not, but to make our code much looking good, let us just do this, and now you can see Here we are good to go, and here don't know why is it like that. 3. Okay, let me load this one. So now we are good to go. So we have this 1 plus 2. So if I put 3, oh, now there's something wrong with our code. Okay, so let us try to solve these problems. These problems. Okay. Hmm, okay, so key, on key down, on key up. So on key press, let's say on key down. On key down, let's see on key down. So let us try to input 3. So it's say NA plus. This is not looking good. Let us look at our code again. But here on key press, think key press, key press, and key press is it duplicated? Okay, on key press is duplicated. So let us use on key down. Okay, on key down. So look at state response. Okay, let me remove these. So for now, let me remove this and see. So if we say 3, okay, I think there's no problem. What is happening here to the code? And the key press if my if statement here is correct, then if state.num1 plus state.num equal to the answer we say pass int here, then it should change the num1, the num2, and the response, and also score should be state.score plus 1. It should plus score should be plus. Okay. Let us try to do it again. 3. Okay. Let's look at the code. Okay. So okay, if we put something here. Okay, this is a bug that we are facing. This is a bug that we are facing. So this is because of here. So the state, we want state to remain as it is. The state want it to remain as it is. So I think this will probably work. So if we run, so if someone puts answer 3, it's 1. If you put answer 6, the score is increasing. So now let us do some debugging here. So here I'll just say this is the score, and here I don't know why this is not working. Okay, so this should put an empty string after this. The answer has been put on. Don't know why. So if we add again, we put the answer is it's 3. So if the answer is here, say answer is 6 plus 7, 13. So it, but here now, this is not changing. Want it when you put our answer, it should be empty, but actually it's not working because this is why I put this string, because this will, if we say state dot response, let me just try to maybe to do this dot 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 state. So let me see. Three. Let's do the same way. You can just try to do some magic. So the response as I want it to be a string like this. So so that is it. So now we can say autofocus so that you can not even um on focus to say that when it will just pick us uh, type. So autofocus, it's autofocus equal to so it allows us that when even when you have not put something our here it will just pick you the input. But anyway, it's okay. We can see now that it is working. But anyway, for the sake of time, let us focus on some important matter. So now we want to say when someone press you have an incorrect answer, it should um, it should it should it should it should it should highlight with a red. So incorrect and say it's false, false. So if we do like this, then here you can change this one because this one duplicated. Say on key down. Yeah. So here can say here okay here wanted to highlight that when you pass something it will be incorrect. So now let us take it to effect and let's use here saying incorrect. This is the class name. Incorrect. So I'm trying to add my own CSS. So incorrect uh, color should be red. So this is now, let us use the CSS here. So what we're going to do is to say, we're going to put a ternary operator to say state dot dot um state dot incorrect, then we put this exclamation mark, and we put, if it's true, then we put incorrect, correct. If it's not, then we just put these quotes. So here, when we say something it's not correct, it's when it's correct, it's for okay. Here we're not supposed to edit it here, so I'm going to cancel here and put it on the initialization of states. So put a comma here. So and now if the answer is not correct, we put say incorrect. You have to update to be true. So now let us see what we have written. So if I put 5, you can see now it's highlighted and say red that your answer is not correct. If I put the correct answer 3, 3, and if I put 4, put 6 here. Actually, here you should change the color. So let me change this to um, to so I'll check verify something. We put 3. If we put 8, if I put 7, okay. So let me change that to be if. So we're saying if it is let me check something. Okay. Okay, here we have to put so let us put something that is so a ternary operator is if stated incorrect is true. Okay, here this is the state, and here incorrect to change to true. So it is false. False. Nothing. It's true. It's false. 3. We put 3. I put 12. Now it's not changing. Okay, let us correct that. So um, let us try to do something. Let's remove this and put here. Let's also update the incorrect to be false and false. So let us look and see if our code is working well. If we put 3, it will be good. If we put 6, if then I put 7, yeah, now it's now working correctly. So that's good. So one say if probably maybe someone scores a 10, it says you won and give a new give. So let us do that. So yeah, I would say that I would just say if state dot score equal to 10, 10, 10, just collect this, and just collect all this, copy and paste here, and we remove all of this and all this, and you say you won. Class, maybe let me create a class here for this one. Say yeah, just put 1, that's called 1, and the color we put green, green. So now you just say class name equal to 1, like this. So I think our code will be perfect. So let us just start. Let me just start from there. If we say 20, and here if we say 3, and then if we say 11, then here if you say 7, our square is increasing. If we say 14, if we say again 14, if we say 8, if we say 18, 18, if we say 13, no, now it says you want. So I think that you can see what we've done here. It's quite interesting, and this is how React do things. So that's all we have for now. I think you can try to perfect this game on your own. This is Wellington Ninja from Computer Science Zimbabwe. Don't forget to share and to subscribe on our channels, Computer Science Zimbabwe on YouTube and all social media platforms. Bye bye. Shalom.